Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. The message I have today, people, is more or less how we unite as people and nations. It's like when you really look at things, like for example, there's a lot of different organizations out there. Obviously, I always reflect back on my mandate for being here is to unite the Caribbean and Africa. Right now in the Caribbean, you have CARICOM, but and just like how there's other organizations around the world, it's like that doesn't necessarily mean that because you're part of an organization, people, that you're united. Everything starts and begins with the people. I think the reason why the African and Caribbean nations have been divided for so long is that we focus on our differences instead of what our similarities are. And when you focus on your differences, people, that's the quickest way for you to create quickest ways for you to create wedge between each other. Because then instead of uniting, we get to the point where we're competing and saying who is better than the other, whatever the case is. Like whether it's colorism, whether it's classism, or whatever you want to use, man. But those are all instruments and tools, people, that divide us as a people. And visions that I've been receiving really lately, a lot of lately, is more or less how we unite our nations, how we unite our people, And the way I see it coming about, people, is at the end of the day, everything still mostly rely on the leadership of these countries. And really the leadership of the governments, the ones that, are willing to rise to the occasion here, will really focus and realize that the greatest asset that they have, again, always is their people, And it's like, what does that unity looks like? It's like, for one, again, don't just be a part of an organization and call it unity. It's like you must foster an environment where people are genuinely figuring out how can they have mutual trade between each other. You know what I mean? Like, how can they help each other to move forward? And if all the CARICOM nations right now, like for example, one of the reasons why I feel this way, people, is like, when Trinidad did that big deal with Jamaica to refine some of their oil, I mean, the uproar that I seen from the people in Trinidad asking why are they spending or having Jamaica refine oil when they have over 25 billions worth of trade that they do with big foreign corporations that have zero care about their people or their interests. People, we have to change the way we're being. We have to change. We have to make changes in order to see the amazing future that we want, And the way that's going to come about, people, is that we have to unite and support each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, what's happening in Haiti, it's unfortunate, but as CARICOM goes, is that we really have to unite and really help our brothers and sisters when they're in need. We have to do that, people. We could definitely start though by fostering trade, at least, because for each one of the nation, whatever you're lacking, I know there's other nations that have what you need, and vice versa. So my question is, why are there not more trades happening between those nations? Why? People, we just have to change. We as the people have to lobby for that and ask for that, because it's in the best interest of our nations. That's how we build ties, people. That's how we really build a stronger bond as our countries become more intertwined, And it's like one of the biggest things that I see too, people, is that we have to develop industries, It's like our agricultural sectors, just if we focus right now on just being self-sufficient, that in itself, people, make a huge difference, Focusing on developing agricultures, within those economies, sharing trade secret with each other, Also trading the things that you have in abundance that the other nations need, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's like I really want us to really focus on supporting each other. Why? Because that circulate the money back in the Caribbean, man. Instead of all your money leaving to go to countries that don't care about you, man, is that I want you to circulate your money right there back in your economy. A prime example of this right now, people, is over there in Africa. On the west coast, you got Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso, and right now they just added Togo to the ASC organization, where it's regional organization over there in the west, where they're uniting on the one currency, having it backed by gold, and trading in their local currencies. Like, people, this is amazing stuff, man, because instead of that money going to France or other countries, you know, all that money will stay in and within their countries. You know what I'm saying? And that will foster a massive amount of economic development. It will create job creations. And there's so many industries, people, that will spill off of these things, you know, because it's like the things you got to think about is that as you invest in your people, you know, and as these governments and country leadership focus on investing in their people and inspiring their people and empowering their people, then what happens is that these people, man, their amazing, beautiful minds will create massive industries that is non-existent at the moment, you know. The best days are indeed ahead of us, people, and that's because we get the opportunity to create the amazing future that we want, man, with our minds, you know. But I really want people to really get in the habit of just realizing and looking for ways how they can unite, man. You know, it's like one of the things that the Spirit has shown me over and over, man, is that I'll continue to get more visions of what this amazing future look like, because without vision, people, we as a people have perished and will continue to perish if we don't have and create visions of the amazing life that we want. I'm telling you right now, the way we'll do it, people, is creating industries, man. And as we create those industries, what that does is spark the inspiration and the innovation of the youth, man, within these countries, you know. And sky's the limit, you know, because they can create any and everything that they want, man. It's like I see nothing but amazing things that are coming down the pipeline, people, and I'm just really super excited and really look forward to the amazing future that we're creating, people. Pretty much all my vision right now, I spend most of my days outside of working, man, where I'm just really studying and learning about what's happening over there in Africa, and why is Africa the way it's been, what's happening in the Caribbean, and why the Caribbean, why of all these countries have been so divided, and, you know, so much division, man. And it's like saying we should unite is easy said and done. So it's like I'm more focused right now on how do we unite the people, how do we get people to develop a spirit of you know, of doing business with each other, empowering each other, supporting each other, instead of the divisiveness and the competition that we currently see. People, I'm super excited about this future, man, and I pray that as I relay this message to you today, that it will inspire a lot of you to start creating visions of how you can improve things, you know, in this world. You know what I mean? But these are my visions for now, and I know it'll only get better and more clear as time goes by. And what I see myself ultimately doing, people, is being a major instigator of trading between countries, man, and setting up trades between countries and investing in infrastructure and all these things, man, like garner that, like I see it, people. Like, my goal and role here is to create the visions that these leadership need to see of what is possible for themselves and their countries, man. With that being said, people, that's the message today, man. My declaration over your life, number one, is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three, people, is that you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. I pray that this message will move you, people, today, will inspire you to start creating amazing visions for, you know, yourself, your family, and finding ways that you can contribute to this world. Have a great day, people. We'll talk tomorrow.